What is happening, people? How we feeling? How we doing? How we looking on this beautiful fine morning here in beautiful Sydney, Australia? It is Thursday, November the 25th, 10:09 in the morning here in Sydney, Australia. Let us know what time it is where you are at, how many days there is to kick off. We just did yesterday we just did a real redraft draft with our follower leagues. It went fantastic. I'm feeling really good about my team.
Yeah.
I mean, sheesh.
Yeah, I really enjoyed yesterday's draft. I just felt like I hit on a lot of my guys, and it always feels good to get the players that you love in fantasy and build a team around it. So I am nothing but hyped um for for that league and also all the leagues that are coming up. Like I'm pretty
100%.
hyped.
We have two more leagues coming up. We have the Alpha. It's not an order, but I think it's Bravo and Charlie next. We do have, I think, two more spots. There's one person talking about trying to join that as well. We have two more spots in that Delta League if you want to join that. Patreon.com/FantasylandFan. That's in the link in the description below. All you have to do is select the redraft, the gold redraft tier. Click on that and make sure you read through everything. It's not just playing fantasy football with us, but you get our rankings, you get in-season content, you get a fantasy hotline with a personal hotline with Zach and myself, and so much more exclusive stuff. So check that out. We have, once again, two more spots left. And yeah, we just want to encourage you guys to get in now because we had already two people sign up yesterday while we were doing the draft. And these off days when we're not drafting, a real draft, there's a higher chance that you can get in, right? So,
Yeah.
huge love to everyone. Say what's up if you're in the chat here. See, a couple people are in the chat in here. Niels is in here as well. I can't really see. Yeah, I saw the comment earlier, but I can't
Says,
see
how
it.
does this IR spot work in fantasy? It depends on your league. So essentially, what you would need to do is just ask whoever is your your commish, like, hey, how does the IR work? Because for our IR, you can allow out players, um, like players who are out on the IR, but some people are very
Right.
strict. Like we actually don't allow people who are suspended to be on the IR. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of really depends
Mm-hmm.
on your commish and what he's looking to do. So
Yeah. Yeah, so
yeah,
all right,
if that
I
makes
got the
sense.
chat up no, working. I see that now. What's happening, Neil? What's happening, Reb? Grind for gold. Hopefully to finally make a mock with you guys. That's right. And Garrett, what's happening? Once again, say what's up if you're in the chat. All you have to do is join our Discord, which is linked in the description below. Once you go there, go to redraft, mock draft in season. It is first come, first serve with our mock drafts. We want to try and get as many people in here as possible, but when it's kind of limited, with the spots. So once again, go in the link in the description. My mouse just died. You love to see it. Go in the link in the description and join our Discord. Redraft in season, and we'll be sending. That's where Zach is going to be sending out the link there. First come, first serve. As always, see ATJ, Beer, El Tigre. What's happening, y'all? Reb, we definitely saw your message there on Patreon. I mean, on Discord. I guess to kind of answer that, man, all you have to do is edit that tier. I'm pretty sure we'll try to get that to you after. Um, I can't really think off the top of my head how to do it. We have like a format where we can send you out a message.
I'm actually messaging him right now,
Oh,
so
okay. Oh,
that's
amazing.
what I've been doing, just trying to get him some information over there on the DM. But
Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah, hopefully that makes sense, Reb. Let me know. I'm happy to clarify anything. So
yeah.
big shout out to you. Um, okay, who's here with us? I've been a little bit off my game to start. Who's here with
He's
us?
been
Let's see.
no, we got Neil, Beer, ATJ, El Tigre, Reb. Garrett is also in the chat. Say what's up if you're in the chat here. We're gonna be doing a couple mock drafts tonight. We're gonna do two mock drafts tonight, and then we're gonna go to a dynasty channel. We do have a dynasty channel as well. So stay tuned for that. I get some music up in this bitch as well. Get some music up in here, dog. Come on, dog. I had it ready, didn't play it. I always forget about it. It says Raiders are winning the Super Bowl. Beer said, "Sheesh." That's a bold statement. That's a tough division there. Neil says, I'm on the Discord. Awesome cab. El Tigre boys. I have my keeper draft at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keeping
Oh,
Debo with my 5-3. I'm debating going 0 RB. I mean,
I just realized that if I clap too loud, my mic doesn't pick it up. But
it never does.
I love that. Yeah, 5-3.
5-3 is definitely nice there. Um,
All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty here.
my bad. Over there on Twitch.
Yep.
Sorry, brother. We don't have that stuff set up, like the exclamation point. I don't know what's it called. It's here in the description
Commands.
though. The commands. Yeah, hold on. Let me copy that link and then put it in the chat for you, brother. There it is. That's our Discord. All you have to do is go there, and we can go to redraft and end season. All right. Sorry about the delay. We don't want to forget you over there on Twitch.
Okay, so as Badaki's doing that, a couple things to clarify just quickly, guys. We're doing a redraft mock. The way for you to join is through our Discord. Okay, join our Discord with the link that we've pasted in the chat or in the description. In our Discord, there are text channels. One is called Redraft Mock Draft. That is where you will see me paste the text channel. Longboy Frank said, oh, they posted here. He's 100% right. That's exactly where it's going to go. Disclaimer, not everyone's going to get in, so please don't fight us when you might not get in. People have been upset in the past, but you have to keep in mind, I think over 820 people in the Discord now. There's only 10 spots here, so someone will miss out. Just, don't get too angry at us if that's you. There's plenty of opportunities, though. I mean, I feel like it's safe to say that we probably do over 400 mock drafts a year on our channels. So
it's significant.
It's safe to say you have a chance at some point.
It's significant.
But here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste the link to join this mock draft. I'll copy it here from Badaki.
That's right, baby.
And I'll go ahead and paste it over on the Discord. Here we go. And in 3, 2, 1, there'll be a little bit of a delay. Here we go. Woo. Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
That's going to fill up pretty quick. But while that's filling up, can I ask a favor to all of you who are watching? Could you do us a massive favor and drop a like on this stream? That is just a very simple way for you to support what we do here on this channel. 19 people watching. Why can't we get to 19 likes together? I think we could probably do it. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. 1 quarterback. But 3 flex spots, so definitely important to remember that as well. 1 quarterback, 3 flex spots. Let's go ahead and put everyone on the clock. 30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Wow. Easy claps, little boy Frank. Long boy Frank said, "All right, ready for the link, HG Jed. People were tackling position players early yesterday." Right? Yeah. I mean, be careful, ATJ. It could get all switched up on you. Grind for Gold wasn't even subscribed to this channel. I'm disappointed. Jokes. Lone Boy Frank, I'm pretty sure we sent out that link over there already. Garrett, Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers. That's how you're seeing it. That's how you're seeing the division, the AFC West finish. Could be. Unbiased Broncos fans, he says. Chargers will not be last in that division. I'm on the clock here. There goes
Who
Cooper
knows
Kupp.
who wins the AFC West, by the way? I mean, geez, like it's truly, like, who the hell knows? Wow. Okay, CMC 1, JJ 2, Jonathan Taylor at the 1-3. Wow, that is just what a start. Crazy. Easy claps. Long Boy says salty corn. Is that his name? No, I feel like it's Long Boy Frank. Yeah, it is. Garrett says you already said that.
Yeah.
El Tigre says Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Jeez, man. I feel like every one of those teams are a playoff team. That's why I don't know what to say. I'm like,
yeah, it's gonna be tough.
They should all make the playoffs.
It's gonna be tough.
Someone won't, but like they truly all should make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be tough. For the AFC West there. So good luck to them. There's gonna be a disappointment.
Yeah, for sure.
This is I'll take John Taylor to 3. Yeah, falling to 3 is good. Decent, I guess. Some people are different. I'm interested for you guys to see my Zach's top running back list and my top running back list coming out here very soon. Top 12. Kyle says AFC West is all playoff caliber teams for sure. Yeah. Raiders are the best team in the division. What the F? Beer Bro Productions. Beer Bro. That's funny. None of the
What's
teams.
up, beer bro?
It's happening, man.
Look, to be honest though, like on paper, I don't think he's wrong. I I think they're the second best on paper. I would say the Chargers are probably the best on paper,
Right.
but
That's what I was gonna say. The Chargers are
like
the best on
the
paper.
Chargers, when you look at Justin Herbert's trajectory, Austin Eckler, the offensive line is incredible, and that's something that Las Vegas definitely does not have. The Chargers just brought in like a top corner. They brought in Khalil Mack. How did Fournette go so early? I was banking on him being there. That's okay. I'll take Swifty. But like on paper, yeah, Chargers would be the best, but I agree Raiders would be second. I mean, bringing in Chandler Jones, Devontae Adams, new head coach. So yeah, I feel like you're not wrong. On paper, the Chiefs are probably the Chiefs and Broncos are probably the third best teams in that division, tied. So
Yeah.
but look, I love Mahomes, and you can never count out Mahomes. But again,
Cannot.
like I've said, if we're talking about a team on paper, you would probably on paper take the Chargers and the Raiders over the Chiefs right now. And I lived in Kansas City for almost a decade. I'm a fan. I'm a Chiefs fan. So
He's a Chiefs kingdom, brother. Come on, talk it up. Change the atmosphere. You're there to support.
Fight me.
Sheesh. They can't stop me here. They stop me, you dig? That's funny, That's funny. Catching up with the chat here. I'm on the clock, actually. You can catch up with the clock.
Actually.
You can catch up with the chat, man.
Okay, let's see. What is the next question?
Actually, I'll just make my pick. I know the next question. From where I left off, Iron Sharpens Iron, AFC West, baby. Najee and Devontae Adams are my pick for 7 in. Are my picks for 7 in my 10-man league? Yeah, can definitely happen. I don't mind it. Garrett
Sorry, what did he say? Read that again.
Najee and Devontae Adams are my pick for the seventh spot in the 10-man league.
I know I took Mixon at the 110. That's because I like going double hero RB starts, but I actually have Adams as my wide receiver 3 in the class. In this draft. I got Dynasty on the brain. So I really like me and Beard Bro. Like, don't agree that the Raiders are the best, but we're starting to have a little mind meld here.
A little mind meld. There you go. All comes together at the end, right? We're all in this together. If you know, you know. None of them have Russ, though. Garrett said, Russ. Broncos country.
Oh, Wilson.
Let's ride.
Where's MP at?
Raiders knocking them out of the playoffs last year, and the Raiders just gained players. Yeah, look. Once again, there's no doubt.
The Chargers.
There's no doubt this AFC West division is going to be, 1, a shootout. 2, it's just going to be really, really tough to gauge who the hell is going to be the winner. Talent on paper, I agree, the Chargers. But I think you go by experience. Now you go by like playoff experience. Russell Wilson, a playoff caliber, a Super Bowl caliber quarterback, with Patrick Mahomes, a playoff caliber, a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. I think that is the main difference. Can Herbie get there? Can Derek Carr get there? Can Derek Carr, actually take his team to the next level now? I think that's the main difference. I think we can all agree that it's all money there.
Derek Carr is definitely important, but also it's important to remember that the real Achilles heel for that Chargers team wasn't the offense. They were already elite, okay? They were already an elite offense, okay? But the defense is what was the issue. You bring in Sebastian Joseph Day, you bring in Khalil Mack. Darwin James is actually completely healthy now for the first time. He is one of the best safeties in the league, makes a huge impact in so many different areas. You bring in J.C. Jackson.
It's nasty over there.
According to PFF, was a top 5 cornerback. Now he gets to see the opposite side of that field. So both teams brought in help. They're gonna be great. Let's see what's gonna happen. But again, like I'll say, literally any of those teams could not be in the playoffs.
It's nasty over there, man.
The Chiefs. It could be the Broncos. It could be the Chargers. It could be the Raiders. Like one of those teams will not make the playoffs. It's going to happen. One of them will not.
Yeah. I definitely hear you. Where we left off at here. Said Badeki, love your My Guys video, bro. Straight fire. Huge love, Wesley. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't know, I did drop my Guys video. Go let me know what you think. I'll get you the link here.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
No, show that video some love. Zach also dropped his My Guy videos the other day. So let us know what you think. There goes my guy's video. I can definitely post Zach's in the chat as well, actually.
Wow, bro, you took Allen Robinson so early.
Well, he's my quarterback. He's my wide receiver 13 there. So
Yeah,
I
you
think
don't
that
have wide receivers above him on the board there.
no,
Oh, okay,
literally no
fair
one.
enough.
My next guy before him was oh shit, I did. It was T Higgins. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the only
No, that's
person though.
fine. I just
Everyone else
like
though.
we feel like we're taking him early in the fourth. That's why when I see him in the third, I'm like, wow,
Because I double checked,
what's
I
going
saw
on
like
right now?
I was like Michael Pittman, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill. I was like shit, it's Allen Robinson, but it's actually T Higgins. So I would have taken T Higgins there and then Allen Robinson. I still also didn't realize Mark Andrews was there, so I probably would have taken Mark Andrews. So that was just, I guess I was just trying to make a pick fast so I can catch up with the chat as
Yeah.
well. But I
No,
guess it's
fair enough.
not that massively far off. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, guys, once
Um.
again, my guys video, go show some love. I put that in the chat. Huge love, guys. Appreciate all the love, man. I mean, let me know what you think.
Yeah. I haven't actually watched it yet. I'm sorry. Like we posted at
That's
midnight. I
terrible.
was sleeping.
First
and
of all, I cannot believe that. I actually cannot believe that. You posted it, and I was like, let me watch this for Zach for support. He says
No,
he
you
hasn't
didn't.
even watched my video yet. He hasn't even went and like took 15 minutes of his time.
See
Come
what
on,
I'm
man.
doing right now?
Come on, man.
You see what I'm doing?
We
Stirring
appreciate
the
you,
pot.
Carter.
I'm stirring the pot. That's all you're doing right now. Stirring the
I
pot.
appreciate you, Carter.
Mixon Swift available to me. I had to draft Deontay Johnson last night. It felt disgusting.
Felt disgusting.
Hollywood's not going to come back to me.
Hollywood.
I'll grab him here. I was hoping to grab Michael Waddle on the turn. They're not available. We adjust. Hollywood at the 4-3, too high. Fight me. Come fight me. All right, where are we at? The thing I was going to say, by the way, is it is technically actually not statistically impossible for all four teams to make the playoffs in the AFC West. I don't know why I thought that. I read that once, but just to correct myself, I was wrong.
It's not impossible, or it is
It
possible?
is not impossible. All four
right.
teams can make the playoffs, but each team needs to roughly go 3-3 inside their own division. So there can't be a team in this division who is dominating the division.
So it should be like a straight split, essentially.
It has to be really split, and that's a real possibility. So let's see.
Okay. Very, very, very interesting. All right, here we go. Let's catch up here. Mahomes by himself is just a better player. Kafka, rate my team 10-man PPR 8th pick: A-Rob, Jamar, Debo, Nick Chubb, Travis, Zach Ertz, Michael Pittman, then Michael Thomas and Brandon Cooks as a back wide receiver. I like all the picks there. I think one thing we would say is Nick Chubb, a guy that we're not necessarily high on this year. If this is a redraft league, but the team is stacked, especially in a 10-man league. I'm on the clock here.
Move Nick Chubb, like players I would rather have. Let me look at my rankings. I would say I would rather have Zeke. I know that's going to be, a lot of people will hate that. I'd rather have Zeke. I'd rather have Etienne. I'd rather have Aaron Jones, Kamara, Saquon, Javonte, Swift, Leonard Fournette. I think a lot of people are overvaluing him. And hey, guess what? If you disagree with me, that's okay. But we also have a video that we released on our page where I tell you exactly why you should stop drafting him at his current ADP. So let me go ahead and paste that link in the chat, because before you hate me, just listen to my reasoning. I'll paste that link in the chat here. It's the first take. I'm telling you why you shouldn't draft Nick Chubb. Okay, this is significant. Breece Hall falls to the 4-10. That is a very, very far drop from what we've seen. Early third, mid third. Now he's going at the 4-10. I love it from B-Dog. You saw the report today that Michael Carter is the RB1. Did you read the report, or did you just see the headline? Because the report is an opinion of a beat writer. Again, I've been saying this all offseason long. Don't read the headline, read the report.
Don't read the headline, read the report, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, the ADP, this is great. If Breece Hall is going to keep falling, I'll start taking him in the 5th round, late 5th, or late 4th, early 5th.
Yeah, Brees Hall is definitely someone interesting to me. I am kind of not wanting to take him at all in a redraft perspective, just because I'm not necessarily sure how home run hitting he will truly be. And seeing like, I guess in this scenario here where like Josh Jacobs is still available, Elijah Mitchell is still available in my rankings, in my eyes, AJ Dillon was still available. I think I'll be more comfortable going with one of those guys over a Brees Hall right now. And it's not because of the reports. I've been saying this for a long time. I think Michael Carter, I've always said this, Michael Carter will have a role. And I think it was too high in redraft and dynasty. I'm there with you. He's a guy. Let's get him in the top 5, top 6 for sure. In the running back
For
room.
running backs,
In the running back room, not top 5 overall. I'm on the clock here. I'll take
yeah.
Deontay.
Look, again, like these are the type of reports, if you like Brees Hall, that you dream about coming out right now during
Mm-hmm.
draft season.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even anyone from the team saying this. It's not the coaching staff that's, if like the team came out and they said, we're actually gonna run with Michael Carter, and Brees is gonna be, slowly worked in, which that could still be the case, but the team is not saying that. Okay. Um, I feel like this you're actually not losing at all drafting him here at the 410. What does that make him? The RB 1, 2,
It
3,
was the
4,
RB
5,
20,
6, 7, 8,
21.
9.
I
Is it
counted.
21?
It was
RB
like 20,
21?
2021. Yeah.
Javonte Williams last year on the team that scored the ninth fewest points per game in a true 50% share of the workload. True 50% was RB 17. You're drafting Brees Hall as the RB 21. There is no way you can lose drafting him here as the RB 21. It's just not possible.
Yeah. I mean, we'll wait and see how it all turns out. Once again, in redraft, I'm a little bit more off on him. Dynasty, I'm all in. I think I would rather bank on these other guys in that area, the AJ Dillons, the Elijah Mitchells, the Josh Jacobs. It's tough. It's a tough one for me for Brees. I think right now
Yeah,
I'm
it's tough for
just
me as well when he was going like early third, but now it's a no-brainer for me if I'm on that side of the board to
no
grab
brainer.
Brees Hall.
It's a no brainer.
Like I said,
Um,
again, just to clarify, Broncos last year, ninth worst points per game as an offense. Javonte Williams, RB 17. You're drafting Brees Hall here, and in a true 50% workload, by the way, a 50% split for Javonte last year. Do you think worst case scenario Brees is a 50% split? I don't think that's going to be the case. Brees is going to get a ton of work. But if you think that, do you think with his talent, did you like him as a prospect? I know it's not been good, but he also ran with the second offensive line, not the first. Do you think he can potentially reach that ADP? Can he return RB 21? It's not a risk anymore there for the first running back off the board. The risk is when Najee Harris last year was going as the RB 8, or Travis Etienne before the injury was going as the RB 10. RB 21, rookie running backs get work. So I mean, I'm super comfortable with that ADP. I was wondering just how far he might fall after that report came out.
you see it
Um,
for the 410. Let's try to keep up with the chat here. Let's see what the chat
yeah,
is
let's do
saying.
rapid fire because I've been going off a little bit. We've been staying on that topic for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Or we'll probably skip some of these questions here. Um, Here we go. Where can I go from?
Okay.
Long boy Frank, I says one quarterback, two wide receivers, two running backs, one flex leagues. What strat do you think is viable? Hero RB, double RB, no running back, etc. Look, we definitely have brought out a couple videos there. We bought a zero RB strat and we brought out a double hero RB strat. I would really highly suggest that you check that out, brother. Maybe Zach can put that link in the chat. We both of us bought our perspective. I bought a zero RB and then I bought or Zach bought a double hero RB. So go check that out. I think we kind of really break it down over there. There goes Elijah Mitchell.
That's double hero, and this is zero RB. I will be doing a ton of double hero RB strats in a one quarterback league. The kicker there is like, let's say I'm at the 4, which I am. Okay. Or actually, let's say I'm at the 5, right? So there's certain scenarios where I'm not. And Jonathan Taylor's gone, CMC's gone, Austin Eckler's gone, and Derrick Henry's gone. Okay, time to switch strategy because I'm not going to my second tier of running backs. I'll go ahead and take Justin Jefferson at the 5, my wide receiver 1 in the class, and I'll swap my strategy. So again, strategies are good. They're good to try out. But I think what's super important, and we said that in the video, is like don't get so stuck on a strategy that you just miss all the values in a draft.
Yeah.
Some people like will comment on a video and they'll be like, well, you said you're doing this strategy and you took this player and you had to do it in this round. It's like, all right, calm down. Like, calm down. You got to still take the best player available to you. So don't be too stuck on a strategy. It's good to try different strats at your spot, but that's what we do. You see us doing that a lot. I'm drafting at the 10 in our alpha league. I'm drafting at the 4 in a home league. So I'm trying different strategies at all these different positions. So that's what I would really encourage you to do as well. Hey, we're going to keep answering some questions. 36 people watching. Can you do us a huge favor? Drop a like. That is the easiest way for you to support our content, support what we're doing. With 36 people watching, there's no reason as to why we can't hit 36 likes right now with your help. I mean, the math checks out. Appreciate you guys. We're going to keep answering some questions. So what's the next one?
Yeah. Let's see. Just a couple comments. Son and Jerry G did a new Metcalf locket. Hey, be careful. Be careful. What's happening, Yoki? What up? What it do, baby boss?
What up, Tom?
How you feeling?
Good to have you in the stream, brother.
A lot of people just talking still about the AFC West there. You actually had Deontay ahead of DJ unless you change your rankings again.
So that's actually not true, ATJ. If you go back and look at the draft, DJ Moore went ahead of my pick. He was not available.
Oh my gosh, I want to freaking out.
At the 6-6. At the 6-6, I had to take Deontay Johnson because DJ Moore went at the 6-4. He went 2 picks before me. And I did say on the stream, to be fair, I said if DJ Moore was there, I would have taken him. So those are both players I didn't want to be on the board, Deontay and DJ Moore. But my rankings made me take Deontay. He was who was available. So
yeah,
I wasn't going to go outside that tier. But yeah, I would have taken DJ Moore if he was there. It was either DJ Moore or Deontay, and I didn't really want to make either of those picks.
Very far. Joshua Sabadaki, what were you thinking when you took Chase over Eckler? What strategy do you play, or what strategy play, or do you like all the receivers over Eckler? No, I definitely, it's a different strat for me today because I have this 5 spot in one of our leagues. The other day I did draft a running back. Right now, technically, Derrick Henry is my RB3, so I wouldn't have taken Eckler, would have taken Henry. I'm still a believer in Henry and what he can do in redraft perspective. It's just a different strat for. Oh, sorry, what the heck? It's just a different strat for me here today. And by the way, if I would have taken T. Higgins, I would have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So I think that kind of worked out in my favor, taking Alabama. I'm still a little bit early. Maybe I'll take Mark Andrews there still, but just to give everyone a thought process in the chat. Got Chubb in the 4th round of a redraft. That's insane value in my eyes, Garrett said. Yeah, I mean,
look, 4th round.
When you get him there, it's fantastic.
That's stupid that he's available there. So yeah, great job. We would agree.
Let's see.
Who's your best options at the 106 in the 10-man PPR? In 10-man, I do lean towards running backs a little bit. I think the double-sided coin.
Yeah, exactly, because there's more running backs and wide receivers available. 100%.
Available is what you have to do there.
Yeah, I agree.
And then that will help form your strategy because in the 10-man you can really do any strategy. ATJ says I'm pretty convinced Carter is their 3rd down guy.
Oh, 100%.
I'm thinking about you, ATJ, because obviously the Ken Walker news. I know that must be hard. Let's hope he gets healthy. Jason says Jets O-line is trash, man. Losing Becton's not good. It is not good. You're not wrong. Broncos, again, like if we're talking what I'm trying to help people see, Broncos weren't a good offensive line last year either.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Thom says Zach got me hooked on Trey Lance. I love it. Go watch my guys. If you're hesitant about Trey Lance, I hope that you won't be afterwards.
What do you think?
I'll take a shot here on Sky Moore. Go ahead, sorry.
Nah, he said, what do you think about the Chargers build from the 6th spot here? Eckler, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert. Look, it's definitely something interesting. The real question is, would you do that in a real draft? That's the real question. Because I think we do this in mock drafts, be like, how cool would this be? But like we all kind of get scared. It's like shit. I actually can't have three people on the same team on my
The hard thing
on the
is
same team
like
on my team.
you feel confident about Herbert. You feel confident that Eckler or Allen will go off on a weekly basis, but you don't want to technically limit your upside. If the like, remember last year when the Chargers played the Ravens, they were terribly offensively. That was just one of those weeks where they were just not good. Um, so they're normally fantastic, but maybe if you have Keenan Allen and Debo and Mike Evans and AJ Brown and Tyreek all in a very similar category, knowing that you want to target Herbert later, maybe you just lean towards one of those wide receivers instead, just to put some of your stock in a different offense. So on a weekly basis, you're not hoping that just everyone goes off. But it is a pretty damn good offense to be attached to for sure.
I'm trying to make a pick here, and it's not letting me. Trying to take Devin Singletary. Singletary.
Garrett says Broncos gotta be.
Nice.
You did get Devin. Broncos going to be the 9th best offense. Yeah, let's see. What's up, Albert? Welcome in.
What's happening, brother?
Says, how much of an impact would half PPR have on that strategy? Which strategy in particular? I would say half PPR really makes me lean towards running back.
Running back, yeah. Especially running backs that can score touchdowns specifically.
Or get like a ton of opportunity on the ground. So
yeah, exactly.
I would say half PPR, even in PPR, I'm leaning towards a double hero RB start, but half PPR, I almost
it's a double hero. Yeah, double hero. Then you want those heavy hitters, guys with opportunities, on the ground specifically.
Yeah, Long Boy says, yeah, most videos I watch on the strats say as much about taking value / strategy most of the time, but I am more concerned with formats in regards to each strat. Sure, like in a 3 wide receiver league or double flex. Yeah, totally. Like if your league has 3 wide receivers and only 1 running back or only 2 running backs, we've seen 1 running back leagues get pretty popular. It's pretty standard to have 2 running backs, of course. But let's say you have a 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and then 2 flex spots. Well, you probably want to smash 5 wide receivers you can rely on.
Be careful.
Because
Pause.
in your flex spot. Because in your flex spots,
Sorry.
you want to win those flex spots with valuable players who can impact your team in a PPR perspective. So guys who can get a lot of targets, a lot of receptions. So for example, with and you can either do that with the double hero RB start, or you can do that with a 0 RB strat. For me, in a lot of those types of formats, again, like I did here, mix and Swift, and then I'm just smashing receivers as I go down, probably to about round 10 or so. So
I'm gonna take a quarterback here now. Get him out the way. Kyler.
Jay says, no, I knew he was gone. I was speaking hypothetically if he was available. Oh, sure. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty sure my rankings have DJ Moore higher. You are right. That's my bad. You're right. That's my bad, ATJ. I misspoke. Jefferson at the 106. I got Jamar, NT, and Burrow in the same redraft league.
Love the Penguin stack. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be.
Look,
I was talking about it.
That's a little too much.
Look, for me, I was talking about it the other day because I actually drafted Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, and I got Matthew Stafford. And it's like, am I really gonna do this? We had a kind of long conversation about having 3. Like you kind of. It's crazy because the thought process of each individual player is like, damn, they have so much upside, but like you limit yourself on the points that you can technically. I mean, it feels like a limitation, like Matthew Stafford can only throw to one person at a time, So like when Cooper Kupp is scoring touchdowns and going off, like what are the chances Allen Robinson isn't doing that? And that's pretty high.
And you think it's going to be a good offense, and it probably will, but the hard part is like. Just on a weekly basis, not knowing who is going to be the person that you can rely on.
Yeah.
Whereas you could have players from different teams, and then
different teams, yeah,
they can 100%. Pop off at any point. So
different teams, different times. I think is like I'm really big on. I don't know if about you guys, but I'm really big on times. Like I hate when my star player plays on a Thursday night, but I love it when they play Sunday night. I feel like it gives me. It's just a mental thing. It does absolutely nothing. Let me know if you're kind of the same way in the chat. But I hate when my star player, my Stephon Diggs, Jamar Chase, my star running back plays on Thursday night, because I feel like it kind of gives that person a little bit more of a edge of knowing who they should be starting and leaning towards if they are questioning who to line up sometimes. You know, once again, just a
Wait, did
mental
Michael
thing.
Gallup go off the board?
Probably does nothing, to be
He
honest. But
did. Damn it. Okay, I should have seen that. Okay. I want a wide receiver here. Who do I want? I don't
Who
know.
do you
Give me
want?
Chase Claypool.
Nice. I was hoping he was coming back. I was contemplating at the 9-5.
I'll grab him there.
It was Christian Watson.
I definitely didn't realize what round it was. Anyway. What's the next question here?
What's a non-speaking reading here in Carter is far better pass blocker. About right about Brees Hall, right?
Carter is a better pass blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
No,
no comment on that. What's the next one?
Kyle, Tyron Smith went down in practice. Makes me a little bit nervous as a Dallas fan. Not gonna lie, Josh Bull is not it at left tackle. Yeah, look, if he's going down, did he go down? And what was the injury? I actually didn't see it.
I have not seen it either.
I haven't seen it. I'll take Michael Carter here, by the way. I still like Michael Carter. Let us know. Greg, 12-team PPR redraft. Who wins this trade? Waddle and Elijah Moore for CD. I take it Waddle and Elijah Moore every single day. I don't know about Zach.
What was the question? I was trying to look up Tyron.
Waddle and Elijah Moore for CD. Who wins the trade? 12-team PPR.
I mean, Waddle and Elijah Moore easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's about building a complete team there. So yeah.
Yeah. I think we officially might have only one or two more spots left in this redraft league. A shout out to Reb. He just edited his tier. He plays with us on Dynasty. Now he edited his tier to play with us in redraft as well. If you want to be a part of our redraft leagues, all you have to do is go to our Patreon, patreon.com/fantasylandfam, click redraft golden goat tier, and we can get you all set up. I think once again, one more spot. Let me just double check that.
I think there's two.
Two more spots?
There is two spots,
okay,
yeah.
Damn it, I want to call. So 2 more spots left. Let us know, because once we do have another real draft tomorrow with our community, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And usually once people see that we're drafting, like, oh shit, this is real, I want to be a part of that, they sign up. We had 2 people sign up yesterday. We had one person sign up today. So just to give you guys a heads up to kind of beat the traffic.
Yeah, it will be the last opportunity. So I'll paste a link in the chat as well. That's our Patreon if you want to check it out. Okay. Greg says 12-team. You said that. ATJ says outside of Penny, Horner is better than Walker as a pass blocker. It's something he needs to work on. Regardless, if I like someone or not, I'm going to call it how I see it. Fair enough. Garrett says, would you still try double hero RB with 3 wide receiver and 1 flex? That would really depend on where I am on the board. Like, am I in this sweet spot of the 4 to the 7? Then probably I'm gonna go wide receiver. It really depends on what part of the board I'm in. But Kyler at the 9-5 is nice. Yeah, disclaimer as well, just because we always say it, we don't anticipate these kind of quarterbacks being available this late in your home leagues.
Yep.
We are just big advocates of late quarterback strategies. We love a lot of quarterbacks this year, so we don't want to prioritize them early. And I think the community agrees with us. But in your home league, you'll see quarterbacks go earlier.
Yeah, 100%. Granted, for goal with Gallup off the PUP list, are you guys pushing him up your rankings? Yeah, 100%. If he comes off and he's kind of saying, "Hey, I'm getting prepared to be on week 1."
The pup. That's what's important here, is that they did not place him on the pup list.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then he would have officially missed 4 games. So
yeah.
The fact that he's off, meaning that he should either be back week 1 or before that 4 game, like that he would have gotten on the pub. So
shout out to the pub.
On the pub.
By the way, he was my wide receiver 58. He's now my wide receiver 51. So I did move him up slightly, knowing that he's on track. All right. This is extremely unrealistic for us to be in the 11th round and all these quarterbacks be here. Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, Dak, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford. But give me my guy here, Trey Lance at the 11-10. Probably should have went quarterback at the 10 in round 10, but I still get Trey. That's who I would have drafted. But again, not realistic to anticipate these quarterbacks being here.
Yeah. I prefer to stack bye weeks if I can just have one awful game. Everything
Yeah,
else I start. Yeah, 100%. And that's how I
I don't
think
hate
about it
that.
as well. That would be fantastic. And having them early on, these week 14 bye weeks are terrible. And like you try to hold on to these players until like week 10, week 9, and try to sell them off or flip them with guys that already had bye weeks. It's a whole ordeal when it comes down to bye weeks in fantasy. Jason said, "I agree. I'm sure starters want to ball out for the primetime Sunday night. Yeah, 100%. I agree, but that Thursday night sometimes kills me. I get excited to watch them, but sometimes I'm on my edge of my seat. It's like I don't want my guy to play today. Like can we just move that game? Like I have Stephon Diggs in a lot of leagues. I have Stephon Diggs, Singletary, Dawson Knox, everyone, Josh Allen. And the first opening game is Thursday night, obviously, which is a little bit different. But I'm still kind of like, oh, I don't know, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's a mental game there.
Uh
Kenny
huh.
says, "Would you rather have ETN or Brees?" I'm pretty heavily ETN.
Yeah.
He was a my guy. Again, our my guys are out, so you can see that video I made of him. But pretty heavily ETN there.
Yeah, I would definitely go ETN as well. I have ETN higher in my rankings than
Yeah,
Brees Hall. So, in a
yeah.
redraft perspective, over there on Twitch, hey Ren, what's happening, man? Hey guys, I hope to get into another mock redraft tonight with you guys. Need to keep practicing my start at the 8 position. Yeah, man, come through once
Love it.
again. It is first come, first serve here. I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord. You've been with us already. So we are gonna
Yeah.
do one more draft here tonight with the community. So definitely be on a lookout for that. Let's take
hmm
Tyler Algier here. Running strong in preseason. Come on, baby.
Dude had like 5 chances to score a touchdown at the 1 yard line.
Running strong.
It was so funny to watch. I was just like, "Oh my god, Tyler, figure it out, please." But
um,
opportunity could be there.
yeah. So how serious is unknown. Allegedly, he limped off and could be fine, but it looked bad. Referring to Tyron Wright.
Okay.
Well, hopefully, he comes out okay because we need him for Zeke and Tony and Dak and CD. Get them all on there. Surprising, ATJ, surprising, isn't it? Despite Brees and Walker being about 215 pounds, that's the one skill they were lacking
Sure.
coming out of college and still are struggling in the pros. Pass blocking, I'm assuming, right? Kyle said
Sure.
he won't be ready week 1 though. He might be ready week 3 to 4. Are you talking about Tyron? Or are you talking about Michael Gallup there?
I
Um,
think Gallup.
right. CMC had that.
Seemed, yeah. Mhm.
He had an injury last year in Thursday night football. Yeah, Thursday night games, 50% more likely to get injured. Honestly, I feel like it's true. Genuinely, I don't know if that's a real stat, but I would say I 100% agree with you because every single time it's a Thursday night game. It's like, why? I'm excited because it's early
Why?
football, but
What do you
like,
mean why?
I'm just saying, like, why you have to get injured? Like, don't get injured. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who to take here. Let's go, Wanda.
That were wild. It's a mental game.
It is. It is
Thursday night
100%
lives in your
mental,
heads rent free.
and it does. I guarantee you, Stephon Diggs just played on not a Sunday. Nah, he went off. That's not a guarantee. He did fantastic that night for me. I still lost by like 1 point. In the
You keep
finals.
jumping in and out. I don't know if it's me or if it's you,
Is it
but
me? It was it me? Am I jumping in and out? Is my audio going in and out, guys? Let me know. Is this better? Maybe
it's
it's
just
because I
on
was
happening on Discord. But
maybe because I was leaning. I
um,
was too far back from the mic potentially. Let me
no,
know.
it sounds like some sort of internet thing. But um, AD, what's up? Says, hey guys, I have a huge league tonight, and we decided to do Superflex, but I'm not ready at all for that change. What should I do at 7 in your guys' opinion? Smash quarterbacks back to back, first, second round. I know you don't want to do it. I know you're gonna see CMC on the board, but grab Kyler Murray. I just feel like smashing the quarterbacks early on gives you the flexibility to
To
do
work
whatever strategy that you
exactly.
want after that. So, for example, we literally just did a real, um, we literally just did a real draft yesterday, and I can share the draft board for you, but we also have a link. There's the draft board yesterday that we did. We did a super flex league with our followers. I went Kyler Murray at the 7, then I went Trey Lance, and then I don't know if you guys realized I started my double hero RB. So the first round for me technically started in round 3. I grabbed Leonard Fournette and then Javonte Williams, and then I filled out the rest of my team. So the way I view super flex leagues, I don't want to think about quarterback. I don't want to be in the 3rd round looking at maybe Tua. I don't want to be in the 3rd round trying to figure out if I should take a chance on Justin Fields. I will say last night I felt like quarterbacks went later than anticipated, so I don't know what will happen in your leagues, but I just shared the draft board. I hope that's helpful, but I went Kyler Murray, Trey Lance, and then I went double hero RB with Fournette and Williams, and then I smashed a bunch of wide receivers that I love. Deontay was there. I don't love him, but
I think like
that's
maybe
how I feel like you need to start it. Otherwise, I feel like at some point you're going to reach on a quarterback, and it's going to be frustrating.
I think you need to be okay in understanding. Just to let you know, maybe I felt at first it felt like it's unrealistic. I don't know if like getting Kyler and the Lance stack is realistic, because I do believe somebody will take. I could be wrong, and it is wrong because it happened yesterday. But
yeah,
at the same
as well, because guess who was on the board? Someone had to choose between Justin Jefferson
exactly,
or Trey Lance.
and that's what I'm saying.
So it will happen, yeah.
You had to choose against those, so like he might be on the board. So if that happens, but at the same time, be ready to be okay taking another quarterback. Be ready to take Matthew Stafford, Russell Wilson if he's there, Tom Brady if he's there. Like, know that you will probably get Kyler in the 6th, but don't be already like banking on getting Lance in the 2nd. So be okay. Have a couple of different backups there, and know that you should be starting with two quarterbacks. But I agree, it's a great start what Zach did yesterday, and I can't believe it actually happened. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting to have Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, and Jamar Chase all available to me at the 111. That was crazy.
Yeah.
With Travis Kelce as well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone had to make hard decisions. I mean, you're looking at CMC, but you need quarterbacks. You're looking at Austin Eckler, but you need quarterbacks. You're looking at Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, but you need quarterbacks. So it's quarterbacks will fall to you. You just like, as frustrating as it is to see those elite talents on the board, I don't care. I'll smash quarterbacks back to back and build the rest of my team later. This is a link to the live stream we literally did last night, AD, and you can see it happening.
In real time.
It happens,
yeah.
That draft. So I would suggest maybe watching that after this, if you would like to see, how we approached it, how we went about it. ATJ says, you like Adams over Diggs, Zach, despite the quarterback change? Yes, I do. And we are releasing our top 12 rankings here very soon. So what I could encourage you is, I already have it recorded. The video is already on YouTube. It's just being scheduled to release. So I would really encourage you to watch that top 12 wide receiver video, and you will see all the reasonings as to why. And I really do think it makes sense when you think about it. But for me, like Diggs and my wide receiver 4 are very interchangeable. So I think again, like, it's very close. But I'm pretty sold on Adams as my 3. But I hope that video helps explain why. Again, like, I don't want to say too much now, because I, took the time, prepared exactly what I wanted to say in that video. It'll be worthwhile to watch. AD says, if I get that Kyler Lance stack, I'd be over the moon. Appreciate that. I'm very nervous, mostly just about my quarterback placement. He says, your draft would be my dream draft. Appreciate that, brother. You love the Fournette, Juju, A-Rob, Javonte.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, looks
Evans
good.
at the 10-7 might be the biggest steal. I almost was so frustrated at Docky, because he said the name Edmonds on the turn. And I was like, oh my God, I swear if I miss out on Edmonds. Thank God I did not.
Thank God he didn't.
But that would have been an interesting part of the stream. But yeah, I hope that's help. I hope that helps.
In a 15-round redraft, ever drafting kickers or defenses? I mean, we don't. It depends. I mean, we would never do a mock draft where we're drafting redraft. But if we are drafting kickers and defense, we're doing it with the very last pick in the draft. I'm not reaching even in the 3rd.
What's your starting roster look like if it's a 15-round
Like
draft?
I'm
That's what
not.
I want to know.
Yeah, I'm not reaching in like the third to last round. You know, like it's definitely the second to last and the last one for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. That's what I
Like,
do. Smash kicker or defense in the
hmm
both in the last rounds.
we're gonna
But to be
do.
honest, playing with kicker and defense just I still some of my home leagues we do it, but it's just because people don't like change.
People just don't like change. Once again, guys, we're gonna do another mock draft with the community here. So if you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in the description below. If you were mocking with us before, please let somebody else join. We cannot control what you do, but hey, common courtesy, you know. Look yourself in the mirror and say, "Damn, should I let somebody else draft?" You're gonna say yes. That's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say yes to yourself. No pressure though. Please let somebody else join. Join the link in the description. Join the Discord. Go to redraft mock draft in season, and Zach is going to be posting the link there.
With the man in the mirror.
Look yourself in the mirror like MJ did. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Shout out to what was that documentary that came out about him?
Is it like Wonderland or something like that?
Yeah, shout out to Wonderland.
Yeah. So once
Did he
again,
do it?
first
Did
come,
he do
first
it?
serve. First come,
We don't
first. I mean, did Deshaun Watson do it?
We don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know.
OJ did it. You know that's from
Yo, OJ definitely
from
did,
Barbershop. Have you seen Barbershop? He was
yeah,
like,
it's been a while, but
like, OJ did it. Yeah, send the link out. First come, first serve. We're doing another one quarterback league. So come through. This is the last one of the night, and then we're going to our Dynasty channel. We do have a Dynasty channel. And we're going to do
here comes the link.
a Dynasty startup.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There it comes again. If you already drafted, please let other people draft.
Here comes
tonight.
the sun.
Here we go.
Do 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 do.
But Aki's right. We do have a Dynasty channel. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have a Dynasty channel. We're doing a Dynasty mock right after this. I know you don't see a live event. I'll definitely make that once we get everyone in this league or in this mock. But Gator fan, I know you said Elijah Mitchell will most likely be ready for week 1, but would you be worried that this might be an ongoing thing this year? I mean, I think the whole point of him resting right now is that he doesn't have to deal with this all year. That's why he hasn't taken any snaps, any reps. But I mean, it is worrisome if he doesn't get healthy. So we just gotta wait. I mean, a lot of people deal with injuries all throughout the year. You can never assume and guess what they're dealing with. Maybe he's healthy and they say, you know what, we just don't want to push it, and they want him to be ready week 1. But it's definitely worrisome. You just gotta keep an eye out and make sure that he's gonna be okay.
I'm not really worried about Mitchell's injury, but I am kind of on the I'll pass on Mitchell this year, just because I feel like a lot of his opportunities could be stolen by Trey Lance and as well as by Deebo Samuel. So Mitchell's one of those guys where there's just too many unknowns for me. I'm going to take a backseat this year.
Easy. 30 seconds on the clock, guys. Let's get it started. Ed Mack, how you doing, brother? It's been a minute. You trying to trade, my guy? Send me a good trade. We'll send good trades to each other. What's happening, Kenny P?
So you're saying that he normally doesn't send you good trades?
No, I'm saying like send me a good trade. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you don't send me a good trade.
Disrespect.
I said send me a good trade. I said Ed Max, send me a good trade.
Okay, it's not that serious.
I was just explaining myself. Lone Boy put his league. Yeah, 1 defense, 1 kicker. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Lone Boy. Garrett, what do waivers look like in a 15-round draft? Yeah, gosh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
By the way, so he was saying his starting lineup: 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers. So you start 6, 7. Okay, you technically start 8. Okay, yeah.
I feel like that feels pretty normal.
No, you go defense and kicker last 2 rounds. Don't prioritize them early.
That feels pretty normal to me, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I think that's normal too.
Where we at? Steven, I got a keeper league where I get to keep ETN for a 10th.
Woo!
Waiver player cost. I want to make this basically double hero RB and take a running back in the 10th, then go deep at wide receiver. Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic.
That's incredible, Steven. What a keeper. 10th rounder for Travis Etienne. And you probably were really smart last year, and Etienne would have already been injured, and you drafted him in the 10th round because you knew next year you were going to dominate. if that's the case, 200 IQ play. Okay. Let's see. Joseph says, "Woohoo! 7 spot. Sup guys? Had to, you guys say. I don't know.
Woohoo! Corre, papi, corre. There goes DeAndre Swift. MP, how you doing, MP? MP, what's for lunch, brother? Boys, drafting right now. Oh, well, here drafting. Are you home? Like, are you not working? Got a day off today? Unless you drafting at work. I mean, that's a lot of. Shout out to you, brother.
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Pip in distress.
Pip in distress. Pip.
Man down.
Pip in distress. Elijah Mitchell for Damian Pierce, any pick or upgrade in Dynasty. And a pick.
What's the pick?
Yeah,
the pick is very important to know. Like,
100%.
What that pick is. Steven says Zach gets standing desk. Also, Zach gets tall chair.
Get tall chair.
I did a little standing today. Now I'm doing a little sitting. I actually typically like throughout my day, I'll probably like alternate, like do an hour of each. It feels pretty good so far. I've liked doing it. As we see Kelsey, then Aaron Jones, Saquon Barkley. Ringo's Devontae Adams. I was hoping somehow I might start Jefferson Adams, but obviously unrealistic, and I shouldn't have those expectations. Sounds like most of my life.
Yeah, the conversation at the end a bit ago. I started Higgins and Chase on the same team last year. I don't mind stacking wide receivers in a good offense. That's fair. I think I'm a little bit scared to that. I've never done that before. I mean, if I have, it was like a significant drop where you have like, like back in the day where you have like Julio and then you have like the second wide receiver just in case Julio went down, like before Calvin or something. I'm trying to think of somebody.
For example, yesterday in the draft, I grabbed Alan Lazard, and then 4 rounds later, I grabbed Romeo Dubs. So,
yeah, there you go. That's a good example. So yeah. I definitely get it.
Jeez, man, the running backs got disgusting real quick. And this is an example. Like, don't just fill a position. The running backs are gross here. So give me Mark Andrews. We got to zig. If we don't want to zag, we want to zig.
You don't want to zig. You need to zag, brother. It was even better. Let him sit on waiver wires until week 10, then stash him on IR. 10th round is the cost of a waiver wire ad keeper. Yeah, Steve. I mean that's great, man.
Yeah,
that's great in that league. Day off today. I mean, what an opportunity. Day off on a Thursday. Late night now. You're gonna go out. Maybe go get a couple drinks. We'll see you there, man. My draft is on Monday, Joseph said. What's happening, Joseph? How you doing?
What's up, Cole? First stream since end of last season. We'll try to join a draft here. Welcome in, Cole. Welcome back.
Welcome back, brother.
Cole says, it may have hurt my ceiling, but it helped my floor, as usually one of them got a touchdown. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Joseph says, like Justin Jettas and KJ Osborne. Yeah, that's an example. I feel like maybe Adam Thielen is like a better example because, not that KJ is going to be irrelevant, but I feel like they're closer. Like, again, like the Lazard, the Dubs, 4 rounds difference. I feel like Jefferson and Thielen probably have like a 6-round gap. So 5 or 6 round gap. But yeah, KJ could be a good example too.
I'm really trying to think of one like back in the day. Sheesh. Or just a somewhat like significant one. I don't know. Really don't know.
So if I were to draft a running back there, it would have been Travis Etienne. If he was going to be gone, I would have taken, I'm pretty sure, Zeke. Let me double check. Yes, it would have been Zeke. So I'll take Travis Etienne here at the 3-4. Probably a little bit too early for some people. I understand. Go watch my guys. You'll be comfortable with it, hopefully, afterwards. And if not, I didn't convince you, and that's okay. Cole says, I have the 10th pick in a 12-man PPR, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, and a flex. Dak, you might want to mute yourself.
I thought I muted, my bad.
Thinking about going either Mixon or Harris at 10, then Kelsey at 12. Thoughts? Okay, so thinking about going either Mixon or Harris at 10, then Kelsey at 12. 12? Do you mean like at the 2-3. Is that what you're saying, Cole? Like at the 2-3, or do you actually have the 10th and the 12th pick? But it's not a bad. I mean, look, going Kelsey or Andrews early is not a bad idea, but you do have to keep in mind that you are relying on them to absolutely hit, and it's not that they won't hit. It's just that you're going to find it hard to really love your running backs and wide receivers if you do start tight end early. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to say with this draft. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to end up saying here. I took Andrews early, but I'm either going to hate my wide receivers or running backs. So yeah, it's not a bad way to start. I know I saw that Gator. You end up with Chubb. Maybe Juju Sky Moore. Yeah, that's a pretty good example, Joseph, for sure.
Yeah.
Cole says, whoops, meant 10, then 15. Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, again, like, Kelsey's not a bad option in the second round. I think he's going to have a extremely safe floor. We just wonder what the upside is. And I think there is high upside there. So he's a good pick, but again, I think the team construction is what worries me about going tight end early. But I'm trying it here. Badaki's trying it here. So, I mean, you can actually just kind of see how it works out for us. If you like our teams, then maybe that will give you confidence. And if you don't, maybe it will be something that you want to avoid.
Yeah, it's definitely very interesting. Like, I'm looking at a running back right now. I will probably take another running back just to get a nice little, like, hero RB looking middle of the draft-ish area.
That wouldn't be hero RB.
It's hero RB. I take J.K. Dobbins. I still believe he's going to be a top guy here. I know it's probably a little bit early. He came off the pub. He's on practice. We already know what's happening. I'm pretty confident he's going to be starting week 1. I know for sure he wouldn't be coming back to me at the 5'11" there. So I needed to get my guy if I wanted a running back. Ren over there on Twitch, I like going RB, but Devontae Adams at the 205, I couldn't pass up. This would be a different strat than I'm used to, 100%. I like Adams as a wide receiver 1 more than Fournette as an RB2. I hear you. I definitely hear you. I like Devontae Adams this year. I'm not as high as Zach, as you'll see in my top wide receivers and running backs coming out soon. So stay tuned for that.
All right, I'm on the board here, and this is an interesting position because I'm at the 4-9, and here is Breece Hall. We talked about this. I feel very comfortable now. I feel like the risk is almost completely dissolved. So I'll go ahead and take him here at the 4-9.
Breece, brother Breece, Gator fan, almost thought about tripling about running back to start. Thoughts on doing that versus guaranteeing yourself at one of the better tight ends at wide receiver, a better talent at wide receiver. For me, I don't mind getting like my 2, I guess, sort of anchor RBs at any point. I guess you can say your 2 top RBs, your 2 starting RBs, and then getting like some depths, like the Tony Pollards, the Ramondre Stevensons, the AJ Dillons later on, or potentially the Kareem Hunts. I'm happy to kind of do that. Devin Singletary, the Rashad Pennies, you can probably get them a lot later in the 7th or 8th. I never like to go 3 RBs, me personally, unless there's a massive value there. Unless like I'm getting Henry, Fournette, and then I can get a big guy still there. Like Zeke almost fell. Zeke was actually available for JY3, so maybe I would consider it because I do believe Zeke is going to be massive this year. But I would rather wait on the 3rd RB and then get my wide receivers.
You're killing me, Ed.
Joseph, I do have a dog. Her name's Blaze. She's a Labradoodle. Come here. Hey, Lazy.
You're killing me, Ed.
Yeah, she did just get comfortable. She was barking all morning. Now we moved to this house. She never used to bark like that, like crazy. But this other dog, like, kind of riles. We have 2 dogs, not my dog, but like my wife's parents' dogs, my in-laws' dogs, and she like will run outside and bark, and Blaze would get all riled up, and run outside.
Oh my gosh, frustrated. did not go the way we wanted it to go, but I'll grab DK here. The 5-4. I feel pretty comfortable with that. I know a lot of people don't, but I think the volume's going to be there, and
Ryan
I'm fine
Mitchell.
to take him here in the 5th round. We were all taken in the 2nd round last year, so
Yeah. Kyle said, has someone in my dynasty league trade Justin Jefferson for Ruggs their rookie year because they didn't want to stack Justin Jefferson and Thielen. Props to him for not bailing out on the league yet. Oh
oh my
my
gosh,
gosh. First of all,
that's pain.
that is pain. Two, Ruggs coulda, shoulda, woulda. And maybe at the time was like, I mean, what's the point? He probably got Justin Jefferson in one of those last rounds. Like,
Well, Justin Jefferson would have been like kind of where Terrace Marshall was. He wasn't prioritized in those rookie drafts for sure.
yeah. So like, and Ruggs was a first round pick. People were drafting him super early. Or
They were all 1st round picks, but yeah, Ruggs
no,
was
no,
definitely
no.
prioritized.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like they liked the pathway for Ruggs better. You know, like it was just
Mm,
all happening. I don't know,
yeah.
like at the time.
Welcome back, Ed.
What's happening, brother?
Thanks, Gator. Claire says, "What's up? Just got kids to bed, ready to soak up some fantasy football knowledge. Love it.
Love
They
it.
have a mini labradoodle, heart of a lion, brain of a turnip.
Part of a line of
Sounds
brain
about
every
right.
time. Yeah, she's kind of she's very special, but you gotta love her.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to love
Okay.
her.
So we see Mitchell off the board, Cooks, Godwin, Walwa, Michael Thomas, Gabe Davis, Juju, all off the board there. DeRosek says Kyler, Hurts, Fournette, Mike Will, DJ Moore, Cooks, Marquise Brown, Rob Woods, TJ Hawk, but my
Shit.
RB2 options are all late
Damn
round
it.
high upside backups in Superflex League. Am I at least okay? You're definitely at least okay. I mean, sounds like you probably try to get some backups that might hit. If one of them hit, you'll be fine. But regardless, I think you have with Kyler Hurts just there, as well as like the wide receiver core, you have enough for sure to win you some games for sure. Kyle says Jefferson had a 100-yard game already. The trade was ripped when it happened.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
RIP.
R.I.P.
Cole says Metcalf and Lockett will be some guys you can get late this year who will both have good floors. I definitely agree with you there. Joseph loves it. He loves the Kyler Hurts stack.
Kyler Hurts stack. Yeah.
Aaron, I see you over there on Twitch. I like Adams as a wide receiver 1 more than I like Fournette as RB2. As far as like are you saying you don't think Fournette will finish as an RB2? Or I wonder what you mean by that. Let us know.
Let
Let
us
us know
know.
what you mean.
Gator fan, would you be worried at all about Hollywood Brown when Hopkins comes back? That's part one of the question. I guess to get that answer, or I guess let me read the rest. Also, are you worried about Moon? Okay, so part one, Hollywood with Hopkins coming back. I think there could be a fall off, or it's hard because we actually don't know what the offense is going to look like when DeAndre Hopkins comes back with Hollywood Brown. The thought process is Hollywood Brown should be getting a lot of targets in the first 6 weeks, the way I'm seeing it. And then when D Hop comes back, we're going to see him less of an uptick. But I do believe Hollywood could still potentially get the touchdowns. He probably won't get the targets that he got in the first half, but I do believe the touchdowns could be there. What does that look like? Or it could be vice versa, where he gets the targets and then DeAndre Hopkins gets the touchdowns. Just not sure who's that going to be. But I think with the talent of Kyler Murray in this offense, I think there is a safe floor for Hollywood Brown, regardless.
Yeah.
Whenever DeAndre Hopkins comes back.
Yeah, I think I am less worried about DeAndre Hopkins than most people. There are more than enough opportunities in that offense for 2 players to shine in the passing game. So, first 6 weeks, you're going to get a ton of opportunities, a ton of targets. When D Hop comes back, it'll be harder for defenses to cover both of these guys, and they'll both be quite efficient. So, no, it doesn't worry me too much to take Hollywood, especially like that he's still staying around this area in the 5th round. I'll definitely take that all day.
Yeah.
You see Chase go off the board.
Chase is a
Sheesh.
6'12". That's the highest we've seen him.
Yeah, I was hoping to grab him here on the turn, to be honest, on the comeback.
Yeah. Yeah. Second part of that question: are you worried about Mooney not being good because the Bears aren't very good and he will be doubled? I personally don't think he will be doubled. Personally, I'll be surprised if he is. He's a pretty. Yeah, I'd just be surprised if he is. I do believe he will get hyper targeted. Was the efficiency there? I'm not 100% sure. He got 140 targets last year, but how many times did he actually? Let me double check what that ratio is.
Hey, overall, I just kind of want to avoid Bears except for Cole Kmet, just in general. But if he's there and I feel comfortable with his where he is at the board, I'm not hesitant to draft Darnell Mooney. But overall, like generally, I'm avoiding most Bears and redraft outside of Cole. So Monty, um, Darnell, unless it like falls to me. Let's say like where did he go here? He went at the 6'5". Like that feels pretty comfortable.
Yeah, that definitely
I
feels
think I'm still
comfortable.
taking like potentially Adam Thielen over him. I need to double check my rankings, um, but
Yeah.
yeah, Cole
I
Kmet's really the main guy I'm targeting on the Bears this
Yeah,
year.
I'm happy with taking Mooney where he's at. I don't think I'm necessarily scared. I mean, he caught 81 of 140 targets, so it wasn't spectacular. And I don't think it's gonna be nice this year either. It's not gonna be amazing this year, but I think he will get a lot of targets, and that's what you want as a wide receiver three, on your team. I mean, did he go as a wide receiver three here? Yeah, he went
Yep.
as the wide receiver three. So if you can get him as your wide receiver three, and that at this point, why not? Why not? Kyler Lance might be more realistic for me at the 1-6. Don't know if Hurts will fall to the 2-7. Joseph said, yeah, if that's the case, get him.
Probably not. No. DeRosic says, dude, I felt so powerful, but I had to pass on Kamara in the second. In hindsight, I should have taken Etienne in the fourth. Ooh, Etienne in the fourth is spicy. I love that. That would have been awesome. MP says, do I draft A-Rob when I have Cup? Well, where are you drafting A-Rob? Like, what round is it?
Yeah.
Roster so far: Cup, Swift, Fournette, Javante, Debo, Hollywood. So does that make him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Is it the 7th round? If it's the 7th round, you absolutely smash Allen Robinson. You don't think about it. Ironic says, should I trade Debo, Darrell Henderson, and Jameson? Or sorry,
Four.
Debo and Darrell for Jameson, Brian Robinson, and a 24 second. I'm rebuilding productive struggle with Drake, Olave, Pickens, and a top 3 quarterbacks. 323 firsts. Okay. Debo Henderson
Debo
for
Henderson.
Jameson, Brian Robinson. My question to you is, can you remove Brian Robinson and make it a 24 first? Because that would like really intrigue me. A lot of people value Brian Robinson with the 2nd round pick right now. Personally, I just long term, I don't want a big part of Brian Robinson, especially if it's going to be a 3-way split there. Could have opportunities on the goal line, could be like the first, second down running back, but long term, I didn't like him as a prospect. So I personally am looking to sell Brian Robinson wherever I can, and I have done that in a lot of our leagues. So if you can maybe counter and try and get a first and remove Brian, I like that. I just don't like building around Brian Robinson right now in rebuilds. I think the hype is a little like it's probably where it should be, but I think I'm more than willing to take advantage of it and sell high.
Yeah, I like the sell high standpoint, especially in dynasty perspective. He said Superflex started at 10 team. I forgot about that. Now you're good. I don't deeply trust Komet or Mooney. TBH. That's all right, Kyle. Someone has to
Fair
get
enough.
targeted there, and think both of them will definitely find some work. I believe in Justin Fields, but yeah, it's hard to believe in anyone right now the way that team is looking. Roster
Jake
so.
Case,
Oh,
we
sorry.
read that. JK
Okay.
says I have Brees Hall and Damian Pierce as my RB1 and 2. What do you think about that? Uh, lo- a lot of risk there as like your only guys, but it depends on what the rest of your roster looks like. And if we're talking redraft, I assume like if the rest of your roster looks like it can really pick you up, then I'm fine with it. Definitely MP in the 7th round, smash that. Joseph says if I get Kyler at the 1-6, who you like at the 2-7? Dak, Brady, Lance, Russ. I mean, give me Lance out of that out of those options. Then I would do Brady. then I would do Russ, Dak, and Aaron Rodgers. That's who I would do, but I think Badaki probably wouldn't take Lance that early.
Yeah, I wouldn't take Lance that early. For me, it will be Tom, Russ. Who are the other options? Tom, Russ, Dak, Lance.
Right.
Yeah, Dak, Lance. I'm just trying
We've
to.
been 30-second clocks.
Yeah, it feels like for a long time, hasn't it?
Today just feels like it's gone on not that like in a bad way, but typically we get through 2 in like an hour.
Yeah, it's been a lot longer. I was literally just setting up the Dynasty one. I was like, dang, what time should I set it for? 45?
Yeah, 11:45. Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire, have a league that heavily penalizes quarterback for interceptions, -5. Like, why? And gives 1 point per carry. 1 point per carry? And 2 points per reception.
PPC, points per carry.
What in the world is this league? Picking at 7, thinking to prioritize running back and target Kyler. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting 1 point per carry, target every workhorse running back you can. It doesn't even matter if they're good. They just have to get carries. You could have a running back who in regular formats scores like 4 points. And because of your scoring format, they could score like 30. That is a very interesting league, but yeah, prioritize workhorse running backs and wide receivers as well. If it's 2 points per reception, but it's 2 points for all. So again, like running backs who get receptions, like DeAndre Swift in that league is probably worth taking. DeAndre Swift and Austin Eckler, CMC in that league, like should be like in the top 5. Same with Derrick Henry. He's going to get like 30 carries a game. Oh my gosh, I can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Do you feel the same about Houston as you do Chicago? I actually feel like Houston is like
they're a good team. I think they're a good team.
There's more things that you can bank your hat on in Houston. The offensive line is an absolute dog shit, and again, it's not good, but it is potentially the worst offensive line over there in Chicago. So that's what worries me the most.
Yeah.
JK says it's a redraft league, gonna have Diggs, Lamb, Pitts, and Lamar. So yeah, I mean, you definitely have players who can help carry your team. So yeah, you should be fine. But let's see. Let's hope Brees and Damian hits. I took Brees here at the 4-9. He was the RB20 in this draft. I'm not anticipating like an absolute 25 touch per game in the first 5 weeks, but I think he's going to be well worth this pick. Like I said, Javonte Williams last year, true 50% workload in the offense that scored the 9th fewest points, finished RB17. So I'm more than happy to take Brees Hall here at the 4-9, and hopefully you got him at a value as well.
Yeah. Hey, ran over there on Twitch.
Yeah.
Sorry. I guess he was answering what you said earlier. I see the point differential between Adams and RB3. And a round 3 wide receiver, Higgins, Pittman, being greater than the difference between Fournette and Zeke for me.
Sure.
That makes sense. Personally, preference kind of the thing.
I can understand that. I can definitely understand that.
So I like my team so far as well. May have pulled the trigger a bit early on the quarterback, but all good. Yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, you still got Joe Burrow there. Cook, Zeke, Adams, Sutton, Mooney, Kirk.
Yeah, I guess like Burrow is he's not like a bad option there on the board, but he's definitely, for me, he's definitely not a quarterback I'm gonna like target early.
Yeah.
And I think he might be a little bit overdrafted. He's a fantastic NFL quarterback. My concerns are more like, does he really truly have that top 5 ceiling like some of these other rushing quarterbacks? So we'll find out.
We'll definitely find out. If Chicago is, wait, we said that right? No, if Chicago is Target, Houston is kind of like Kmart, right? Target's popping.
You know what's funny is in Australia, Kmart is where everyone goes.
We're so much
Kmart's
better.
Like incredible here, and Target is just like
It's terrible.
That's where like
It's
the peasants go.
yeah. Kmart's like, oh, they just got
Top dog.
they got a whole new section at Kmart. Like
Yeah.
it's time to go. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah on the clock.
I know my mouse just died.
Oh boy, make it quick. Kyle sold Brian Robinson and Carter for Miles in Dynasty. Might hurt me short term while he was hurt, but I like Sanders has a better chance to stay in the starters. I have Gainwell if he's not right. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind that.
I got it. With 1 second left.
With 1 second left.
I will say, Kyle, though, like that feels like you probably should have gotten more for Robinson and Carter. Just when I look at it from like a naked eye, but you might have made that trade pre Brian Robinson hype, and that would make probably more sense to me if that was the case. But you know, just one man's opinion. And I like Miles Sanders. Like I have a lot of stock of him in Dynasty. I'm with you. Like I think he could have a huge bounce back. Who's the dollar store? Giants, Jacksonville.
We're probably like Gucci. We're probably like Gucci, you know, Versace, something like that. I mean, we're the top 5 valued team in the league. The New York Football Giants. We'll see you there.
Yeah, the New Jersey Giants.
He did that.
You're the only one did that here. Joseph says, "Say I go do a Kyler Brady. Who you guys like at round 3 if Saquon, Lenny, Aaron Jones, and Kamara are there?" I mean, my rankings would tell you to go Lenny. So,
hold on.
Anthony, what's up, brother? You can mock with us next time by joining our Discord with the link in the description, which I can also paste in the chat.
I already put it in the chat. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, brother. Sorry.
I don't see it there, but maybe it's taking a while to pop up. Are you sure you pasted it in the chat?
I 1000% pasted in the chat. I see it in between Joseph's Discord chat and then Joseph's Fitness.
Okay.
Then even
it might just not be showing up for me.
I don't know. I mean, you can paste it as well.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure he gets the link.
But that keep posting invisible link. I mean, they're saying it's not there, so definitely paste it. I'm not sure why it's not there.
Okay. I'll post a link here then.
I don't see it on my end. Why isn't no one seeing it? I'll post that shit like 3 times.
Here you go.
Anyone see that?
Hopefully you can see that there now. But join our Discord there with the
I posted it on like the Fantasyland Dynasty football. Like it wasn't even like my name. Do you not see the Fantasyland Dynasty?
Dynasty, you're not allowed. Typically, it won't allow you to post links sometimes, but there's certain restrictions. But join the Discord. We won't do another redraft mock today because we've already been live for about an hour and a half. But we will do a more drafts this week, including a bunch of real drafts on this channel that will be live streamed as well
tomorrow. One specifically tomorrow.
We do have a Dynasty stream that we're about to start on our Dynasty channel if you guys want to join us over there. And we're going to be doing a Dynasty startup draft. So I'll go ahead and paste the link to our Dynasty channel. Do we have a link yet for the stream?
Yeah, it should be up already.
Okay, cool. So you can go ahead and subscribe over there as well. Turn your notifications on, but we will be live over there pretty soon. So would definitely encourage you to join us. I can actually send the direct link. Even if you want to talk redraft, even if you want to talk football, you don't want to talk specifically Dynasty, whatever the case may be, come join us on the Dynasty channel right after we're done here, because that's where we will be live. Let's make round 12 the last round here.
Yeah, and then we'll go over there in Dynasty channel. Still love, guys. We will be live tomorrow, not with a mock draft, but with a real redraft draft. Redraft draft. So definitely come and join. I think tomorrow is 9 p.m. our time, 9 a.m. our time. So which I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have to double check the time. It's a little bit earlier than normal. What time did we start today? We started at 10 o'clock our time, which was...
No, we started... It will be 7 p.m. tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah, okay, 7 p.m. tomorrow. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when we'll be starting our live stream and our real draft with our community there. Let me just make a pick. Don't have to Parker.
Says, do I trade Alec Pierce for Sky straight up? If you're getting Sky, yes. Anthony says 10-team redraft coming up Friday. Fortunately, I have the 7th pick. To be honest, Anthony, that's not too bad though. I mean, because there's a lot of good running backs that are probably going to fall to you. And I think you can start with 2 really strong running backs in that kind of format. So I don't think the 7th pick is actually all too bad this year. Kyle says, I thought Hall would start at the time. I did think Washington would be a committee, but Gibson getting the majority. Yeah. So a lot's happened in the last 3 weeks, hasn't it? I would still say Hall is going to be their starter. There's literally zero doubt in my mind that in a couple games, if it doesn't happen straight away, he's going to be the first and second down back. He's going to be the person who's scoring the most fantasy points. Like, there's nothing to really stress about in my mind, especially long term in Dynasty.
Yeah,
As far as Gibson, it is obviously a little bit more murky at this point.
It's so weird them coming out, or that beat reporter, whoever the hell said that, coming out and saying that Michael Carter is the starting running back.
Exactly.
Like I
listen to what we just said.
Yeah, like I believe in Michael Carter, and I'm not even telling you that he is going to be the starting running back. Like, how is that possible? How is Brees not the starter and Michael Carter not the third down guy? That doesn't make any sense. You know, it just is baffling to me. Like,
maybe it's like he is going to start, but it doesn't mean he's going to get more touches.
Yeah,
he's going to be the first and second down.
Exactly. Like, hey guys, you know, Jets just got the ball for the first time of the game. Here comes Michael Carter.
Can I tell you what that sounds like? And again, like, I'll respect the beat writer. I don't even know who he is, so it probably doesn't matter. But that sounds like, to me, a beat writer who is aware of fantasy football and knows how to get a click. Because it didn't come from anyone in the team. Beat writers also told you last year to draft Brandon Ayuk, not Deebo Samuel.
Ayuk it. It's just a classic, isn't it?
They're saying Ayuk is going to break out this year too. So I don't know what to say. I do not worry about Brees Hall's opportunities.
It's Ayuk's
year.
You
can tell me that you're worried about the offense. I can understand that.
Come on.
But I do not worry about the opportunities.
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree there. And this is the last straw here for us. Once again, a little bit shorter in the second mock, but you get the gist. At least you mocked, you came in, you have fun, you asked questions, we answered questions. We're going to continue that on our Dynasty channel. Once again, the link is in the description below. If you love Dynasty, if you want to be a part of Dynasty, we do have Dynasty Leagues. Not anymore this year, but we have a wait list already with a couple people already on the wait list for next year to be in the league with us. So many people that are here. Ed Mack is with us. Tebow's with us. You know, sorry if I don't mention your names, but at least here in this draft, there's so many people that are part of our community there on Patreon. So patreon.com/fantasylandfam. Come check us out on the Dynasty channel. We're going to switch on there. Give us about like 5 minutes to get a drink of water, use the bathroom, and then we'll get you all set up, and then we'll do a mock draft. It is first come, first serve. So come through.
Yeah. And
Will, what's happening, Will?
Well, we are 1 like away from 40. So if everyone drops a like right now, I mean, we could probably get over 40. 40 is always like a really good goal to hit on these sort of streams. So would really appreciate you guys helping us get there. Will, by the way, says, I live in New Jersey. Jets fans don't pay attention to what the beat writer says, and neither should anyone else.
Yeah, no, 100%. I love that, Will. We definitely trying to get in some best balls. I know you're a best ball fan. We're definitely going to do pick'ems a lot throughout the season.
A lot of pick'ems.
So, I think we got a little bit too late on the curve with the best ball to try to push it out this year. Next year is going to be completely different. So stay with us, Will. We appreciate you, and we hope to see you on the Dynasty channel, brother.
Yeah. So just to clarify, or just to like talk on that report as well, I woke up and the first thing I did when I saw that was I clicked on source, I read the article, and then I wasn't worried at all. So again, make sure with all these articles that you read them. You don't read the headline. Yeah, huge love. Drop a like on your way out. The link to the stream that we're literally about to start in 5 minutes, like Badaki said, is already in the chat. We'll see you guys over on the Dynasty channel. Huge love.
Huge love. Deuce, deuce, and a bubble goose, y'all.